Now, just wait for a minute, right? Hello. Yes. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Right. I'm just sharing. Actually, today, due to very
ठाकुर
heavy
सर
rain.
नमस्कार. ठाकुर सर नमस्कार.
Sir, namaskar.
So the problem is okay now, no? No problem. Technical problem.
And now, sir, there is no issue. But you know, sir, you are also staying in Bhubaneswar, so heavy rainfall was going on. So I was unable to connect because due to the internet issue. Internet issue was
Now,
totally.
there is no problem, no, sir. We can continue.
Sir. Now it is right now. It is stable,
Okay,
sir.
okay.
I
Thank
think we
you,
can
thank you,
continue.
thank you,
Yes.
sir.
Okay, sir. Okay. Anyone, please just tell me whether my slide is visible to all of you. Anyone?
Yes, sir. It is visible.
Yeah. So today, actually, based on the syllabus developed in actually IGNO, we are going to have some discussion on mostly on the geodesy part and some kind of GPS, DGPS, and projection system and all. We are going to discussion have a discussion on this topic. Okay, that is for today. So uh, see, nowadays in when we talk about the cartographic kind of things, we are going to again have some knowledge about projection, because see, for example, now I am in Bhubaneswar or in Orissa, and but I have got some geospatial based work for another country like for US. Okay, so in that case, I need to have the knowledge of projection, which type of projection is going to be appropriate or suitable for that region. Okay, so for that, actually, there is a scope of different type of geodesic based applications are there, and we are going to learn about this. Okay, so like in this particular very limited time, what we can do, we are having only 6 days of class, and during this 6 day we have to complete around four blocks are there. Okay, so it is kind of counseling. That's why we are going to have a only brief discussion, and you are having if any doubts, so you can reach to us later on also. And we have already prepared a dedicated WhatsApp group. So in that group also, every day I am sharing the uh, presentation whatever we have done. So based on that also, we can go forward, right? So the contents will be like, we're going to have some discussion about the basic concept of geodesy, then some models, earth models, we're going to have a discussion, then some use of different models like geoid, sphere, ellipsoid, these things, how it is going to be useful for us. These things are we're going to learn about that. Okay. So
Sir, you are not audible. Your mic is off.
There is some technical problem at SARS end. Please wait.
Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible now.
Okay. The issue to hochi out. Okay. So at that time, actually, this type of measurement were there, but issue was there regarding the precision or the accuracy. Okay. So it was not possible to have a very accurate. I can say accuracy was not to the standard that whatever right now we are getting. So in geodesy, basically we can say that it is a science of measurement in terms of by using different type of genetic based equipment. You can say some GPS, DGPS, and total station, and so other techniques are available right now. So now in this current scenario, we can say that it is a very vital field where we are using navigational system, right? So you know about GPS. So in global positioning system, anyone having any idea what is GPS and what is DGPS? Anyone? Those who are having some thematic background, I think Mohit can answer. He's having a geography background, I think, so he can answer. Whether any ideas, Mohit?
Yes,
What is
sir. GPS is a system that basically tells the accurate position by using latitudes and longitudes. And
and
sir, I'm not sure about DGPS.
okay, you talk about that GPS is providing a latitude longitude. So another very important aspect that we get it from GPS. What is that? Can you answer? We can get the elevation data also, right?
Okay, sir. Okay, noted, sir.
So yeah, and in GPS actually the accuracy is not to the standards. For example, suppose I am staying in a particular place and I am using a GPS, right? So there should be there must be some 5-6 meter of distortion maybe there, right? So it is an induced error by the American people because GPS it is a constellation of 24 satellites and it is developed by NASA, right? So they are using some error for the civilian use, right? Because in the earlier it was developed for the defense purpose. Okay, so in DGPS what happened now? This is a differential global positioning system where we get a very accurate data. For example, suppose I am giving an example. Um in a road has to be constructed, like suppose 5 kilometers roads, this is our plan, and out of 5 kilometers, for example, 1 kilometer is going to pass through a forest area. Okay, so in that scenario, we need to monitor, we need to measure in a very accurate manner. Because in that case, suppose 1 meter of inaccuracy, that means it is going to hamper a lot. That's why the solution is that DGPS, that stands for Differential Global Positioning System. Here you are going to get the centimeter level of accuracy that we are going to get from DGPS, right? So that is the basic things that you should know while going to study about geodesy. Okay. So now coming back to here, uh, it is a global phenomena like climate change, sea level rise, and so many other things are going on. So many environmental scenarios are there. In those application also, the importance of geodetic survey and geodetic based work are very essential. Right now, uh, as Mohit was talking about coordinate system. Coordinate system is nothing but a combination of latitude and longitude. So here the very important concept of geodesy, or the very vital thing, is that we are going to have an understanding of the geographical location in a very accurate manner, then it is also very essential for the mapping of different asset or different whatever present on the earth surface on a spatial base, right? As in our previous or the in the day one class we discussed about the spatial and what is spatial and what is non-spatial, right? So whenever spatial data is concerned, we are going to get the data through a dedicated coordinate system or a coordinates, the locational data we are going to get by using those like uh, geodetic based application, right? So again, see, so many models are there when we talk about the earth. It's what is the like shape of earth and all the things, but we can give example of geoid model and ellipsoid model. But thing is that this particular one model, it is a very large syllabus. For only geoid model, ellipsoid model, we need 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours, I can say, because it is like not only a we should know about some practical. In practical also we should know. Okay, I think today Dr. Nanda sir is there. Now, sir, I would like to ask something here. Uh, this particular counseling class, it is like theoretical, na? So in this, sir, we can go for some practical hands-on things.
Sir, practical is separate. It is looked after by Prabhat sir.
Prabhas sir.
Yes, practical is different from this.
No, but thing is that sometimes not
Uh,
practical, but sometimes we can show something through a dedicated software for some time, whether it is the scope is there or
if
not. Because
if you want to show, so sir. But I think practical classes will be different.
no, I'm not talking about purely practical. But what happen in as remote sensing and GIS, it's a purely mostly I can say a very practical based subject. So sometimes we need to showcase some websites and some softwares has to be demonstrated for very little time, but it is required.
Okay, sir. If you want to show some software, you show.
Okay,
But
okay, no issue. Okay, sir. Thank you
uh,
for your feedback, sir. Okay, fine. So, just you should know that one is geoid model. It is geoid means it is a very earth-like models. Okay, and it is a very smooth and equipotential surface where uh, we are going to get a precise height measurement, and on the other hand we are going to in ellipsoid what happens, the shape in a mathematical defined ellipsoid, and which facilitate actually the easier calculation. So now thing is that why actually we are going to use this all type of models, because what happened, see, our earth is not a purely, it is not a in a round shape. It is an uneven surface, and you know that the earth features in the like polar region, it is totally, I can say, it is different from different part, like an equatorial region or in the polar, or maybe in tropic of Capricorn, tropic of Cancer, and in subtropic regions. So the elevation and shape and all things are varies from one area to another. So for example, suppose in European countries, okay, they don't have in some area they are very plain, right? But in some other area, like for example, in India, if we are going to have the example of India, you can see that in our northern India, so many hilly terrains are there. But when you compare about the coastal state like Odisha and other, at that time we are having some uh, coastal plains are there. So the choice of model, it differs from one area to another. Okay, that's why different models are built up throughout the throughout the world, right? So but thing is that yeah, as I was discussing that uh, uh, maintaining the accuracy, it is a very it is a challenge, uh, uh, because if we are not going to have a very accurate information, then it always in some projects or in some dedicated works where sensitive works, at that time we need to have a very accurate very accurate information is required. So, and also in different regions, the applicability always varies. As I was talking about the, I was giving some example. So because the topographical features and the your physiographic condition, the different landforms, all these things differ from one area to another. That's why we have to be very wise while at the time of selection of a particular projection or any like uh, in a particular datum, because in coming time in coming slides we are also going to have a discussion of what is a datum and what is projection and all, right? So uh, just a minute, it is not required. Okay, so you may be suppose those who have already worked in different GIS based software like okay, tell me one thing, whether your practical classes already done, whether you people already attended the practical classes or not. Anyone please confirm?
No, sir, we are not attending.
You have not attended, na? Yeah, that is the issue. That's why I was discussing with Dr. Nanda sir, the deputy director from IGNO, that actually prior to this, sometime actually it is required, because see now some terminology like WGS 84 and all the things now, actually we need to have some practical knowledge also how it is useful and all. Okay, so okay, we'll think about it. If it is possible, we'll go through it. Okay, so fine. So like WGS, that is World Genetic Survey in 1984, it is a global reference frame, and it is used not only for GPS measurement, but for our different type of projection system also it is quietly useful, right? Apart from that, so other models are there like ARI 1830, GRS 80s, so many things are there. But you need to remember WGS 84, that is very widely used in the geography and GIS based application, or in almost I can say we use mostly WGS 84 as a ellipsoid model whenever our projection and all works is concerned, right? Okay, so in application of geodesy, it is very wide, and I would like to listen from you guys that how you people are uh, knowingly or unknowingly also you are using different type of, I can say, uh, uh, genetic survey based application or very utility application that we are, or any navigational based or locational based service we are using. So anyone, like I would like to listen from uh, Mudita. Yeah, Mudita ma'am, can you enlighten us at how you have uh, how you think that this genetic based application or navigational or locational based service is useful to us? Can you say something based on your experience, or have you ever experienced this? You guys are listening me or not? I'm audible.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. Otherwise, Mohit, you just share your experience. I think Mudita and all there maybe some issue maybe there. Yeah.
So application that I am thinking of is possibly hydrographic surveys
Mhm.
it can be used. Then for earthquakes and tectonic seismic activity predictions and patterns observation.
you are right. You have given some example of very complex survey or complex application, but very familiar application are like, see, every day we are or very often we order some food or not through Swiggy, Zomato, and other application, right? And also we need to have some, suppose a Ola, Uber. Okay, so have you ever thought that how they are able to come to us? Definitely, it is based on the GPS. Or right now in India, we are having IRNSS, that is Indian Regional Navigational System, right? So, uh, based on your coordinates, they are able to come to you directly, right? So that is the beauty of this GIS and GPS application. Okay, and this is these are some example. Okay, now in other instance, I can say that uh, determination of an elevation of a point or of a particular area, we need to have the uh, suppose for example a building is there, and I'm going to know about its location and how, what is the height of that building, and what is the mean sea level, and some other associated things like what is the condition of soil, what is the elevation, whether it is there in a or maybe in a high in a very highland area. So these all the things can be done very accurately by using uh, the newly available technique like GPS, DGPS, and other, right? So how it is going to have an uh, like impact. For example, I'm giving one example. Like suppose in one construction activity is going on, right? So, for example, government agency, they are having some projects in a very rural area, and for example, Indra Awas and some other nowadays PMGSY and so many other applications, so many constructions are there. Very like pool centric works are going on, and a decision makers, for example, sitting in a district or in a state, they want to monitor what is the condition of, or what are the right now, what is the status of those activity, those construction of houses. Definitely it is our study or our this navigation science is going to play a vital role, because we can study that in the last month what was the condition, now what is the status. So these things can be monitored in a very accurate manner, right? Now another important thing is that satellite geodesy, right? So in satellite geodesy, what means we are going to have a very precise positioning. See, just I was giving some example of suppose in military base, for example, uh, different type of very accurate information. Like for example, we are going to monitor a particular you can say uh, a forest area, right? In those forest area, suppose some type of, suppose antisocial or maybe some movement of weapons and something like in every our border region, right? We need to have a proper monitoring for in defense purpose, right? Suppose some vehicles, they are moving, so it is not possible to have the physical surveillance at every time. But if we are having some dedicated satellites, so that satellites can monitor any unusual activity, and that particular movement of any like weaponry vehicles and some other things that can be captured through satellite, and we can get the exact information, and we can go for its solution, or we can address the issue, right? So these are some examples. And see, in some basic difference, like in geoid and ellipsoid. In geoid, what is happening, we are representing the earth mean sea level, while in ellipsoid it is nothing but a mathematically defined surface. And as I was discussing, it's the understanding of both the geoid and ellipsoid always help us to model different type of geographical data and its application, right? And as we were discussing that the importance of both the models are increasing very rapidly, and for accurate based calculation in cartography, geography, and for navigational purpose, and also the analysis of different geospatial data sets across different regions, that can be possible by using this type of technology, right? So up to this 11 number of slide, we were talking about the geodesy, some basic geodetical terms. So because see in your syllabus what is there, each blocks it is having some units, like it is divided into some units. So up to here we have discussed about the first unit, where we talked about the geodetic basics and some very application of like GPS and DAPS. So now I would like to listen from you guys. If you have anything to discuss, if you want to say something like that, then we will go forward. Anyone, any doubts or anything you would like to add? Because see here so many professional also there, those who are having or those who are engaged in government or private or in NGO works, so they are also having some experience. So we would like to listen from you, if something you would like to add here. Yes, anyone? Amal or Ankit or maybe Mir Bisoyji or maybe uh, PVSA Naidu ji, or I can say Shruti Balakrishnan ji, and some other like Smriti and all. Because it should be a two-way communication should be there. You should ask something, then it is good actually. Otherwise, I will be continuing my lecture, and time will pass. Okay, that's why if something you would like to add here, I think that would be good. And also that shows that you are listening to us. Otherwise only log in yourself and you can go somewhere. That's why i'm I will try to have some interaction. No, no one is saying. Fine. Chalo. Okay. So so the next part is like understanding datum and different coordinate system in geospatial analysis. So now in GIS, we have to understand what is a datum and what are different coordinate system are there, and how these coordinate system are useful, and how we are going to use this in our day-to-day GIS application, right? So the contents are like that. We're going to have some discussion on datum, then some horizontal datums, how it is there and how it is useful. Then in vertical datum also, again we are going to discuss about some coordinate system and different coordinate system and how they are useful in this special technology, and how to do the integration of horizontal and vertical datums and how it is useful, right? So this is the contents for this particular unit, right? So uh, like see what is datum means. Datum is nothing but a reference system. Okay, it is nothing but a reference system. For example, I am giving you an example. Suppose I am being provided with a raw satellite image. Okay, suppose I am a researcher or I am a student. I am my study area is suppose Bhubaneswar. Okay, I am doing something some research over Bhubaneswar. Okay, and I need to have a recent satellite image of 2025 for Bhubaneswar city. Okay, so suppose I am being provided with the raw data, but uh, thing is that I need to have an administrative boundary of Bhubaneswar, right? Where exactly Bhubaneswar is there, because suppose I don't have any idea, and another instance I can say, suppose I have got a work for Russia, like some city planning or something, it may be anything. Some Nowadays what is happening, the most of the multinational companies, what they do, they get works from abroad, right? Works from Saudi Arab, they get work from African countries. Mostly in African countries, the works are now transferred to India. Most of the Indian IT or GIS based company, they are working on that. So, for example, you are working for such a company, and you have got a uh, region or your area of interest is like, suppose Ethiopia, for example, that is a country located in African continent, right? So you have no idea about Ethiopia and all, right? You are not familiar with the uh, earth features or the terrain or the elevation. These are totally new for you. Okay, so in that scenario, what happened? If you know that which datum or which reference system is going to be fitted there, then only you are going to work over there. That's why datum is very very essential. But nothing to worry. Nowadays, almost all the software, they are having some inbuilt system, and you are having a rough, or I can say not exact boundary, but a very in a smaller scale, you are going to get the total boundary of world also. That is not an issue. For example, if we are going to get the administrative boundary up to district level in India also, that is freely available. You can get it from different sources like Survey of India and all. Okay, so datum is why it is very very crucial, because as I was discussing, it is a reference framework which always ensure consistent and accurate measurement across various locations, right? And uh, in this way, it is helpful to facilitate or to provide reliable data, or reliable comparison can be done if we are working on some comparative study. Uh, See, for example, I am interested for a trend analysis of urban sprawl, right? What was the condition of Bhubaneswar in 1990, and now what is the condition? And after like 25 years, what could be the scenario of Bhubaneswar? So that things can be done by using GIS technology, right? And in datum, it can be like horizontal datum, vertical datum, and each datum that serve a specific purpose in mapping, and also in uh, GIS and in remote sensing application also. It always plays a very vital role, right? And in other application, that it can be useful in surveying and also mapping of different topographical features, some infrastructure, and some other things where we need a very precise level of accuracy. So in that also, this datum play a very vital role. And obviously in navigation purpose, datums help us to integrate and analyze spatial data very effectively. Also, it ensure navigational tools, which again provides precise positioning information. Okay, so I can say that these are the application. Now, some other application that we can discuss, like in I was talking about this horizontal datums, like this WGS84. It is very very widely used throughout the world. Then NAD, that is North American datum, 83, 84, and so many others are also there, but very widely used, that is 83, right? NAD 83, North American datum. So, World Geodetic Service 84, it is a like global reference frame. You can use it for throughout the world. But what happens? Sometimes, due to the uneven distribution of Earth's surface features in different region, like in equatorial, polar, subtropics, and other region, we should change our datums for a distortion free, or for a good, precise, or accurate information. We need to uh, change, or we need to have the local uh, datum, right? So in that purpose, you can see the example of NAD 83. So it was like developed in 83, and it served as a foundation for spatial data in North America, right? But in a coming days, nowadays, actually, what is happening due to the very technological intervention nowadays, so many regional applications are also developed. Okay, so I can see that in this slide you can see that some importance, very importance, and some, I can say, some very vital scope, or I can say some application of datum is like uh, it is a reference system where we can correlate with the sea level rise, essential for different type of very vital asset mapping, some construction and navigational purpose. So it is very useful, and it always helps in a measurement technique like GPS and gravimetry, which offer various degree of accuracy and application when the geospatial or remote sensing based application are concerned. Okay, so इसको छोड़ दो. Then see another very important, this is GCS, like geographic coordinate system. Those who have already worked in GIS platform, maybe in QGIS or maybe in RGIS, they should be familiar with the GCS, that is geographic coordinate system. uh, GPS it defines the location of Earth's surface using a spherical representation, and also it constitute of latitude longitude that provide us a framework for the global positioning, right? And see, as I was talking about reference system or coordinate system, why it is useful? Because until and unless you are not going to define a particular coordinate system or a projection system for your study area, you are not going to get the accuracy, right? That's why always keep in your mind that whenever you are going to work in a very light project, or after completion of this course PGDGI, you may be getting some chance of working in any government or private organization. So at that time, if you are assigned with any type of project or any type of works, must be confirmed that whether that study area it is defined with a coordinate system or not. Okay, if it is defined, whether that particular coordinate system is appropriate one or not. Okay, so these things we should remember. And in application of GCS in mapping, can be we can discuss about that, like in cartographic application, GPS technology, geospatial analysis, and some accurate representation of the 3D world or the real world. What we are doing, we are in this particular projection system. What we are doing basically, we are converting the real world or the 3D three-dimensional world to a 2D surface, right? When we get a map is nothing but it is a 2D representation. Now that means we are converting the real world to a 2D world, right? And the process of conversion of real world to a 2D, that is known as projection system, or we can say coordinate system, right? Okay. And one more example is like planar coordinate system. This is also important. And in planar, that we very widely we use UTM, right? The Universal Transfer Mercator. Actually, basically, what happens in India, we are we use UTM, GCS, or geographical coordinate system very widely. These two three coordinate system are widely used in throughout India. Okay, and also in neighboring country like Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh also, this coordinate system are widely used. Fine. So, acha, anyone can you say that according to you, please give some example or some example where this DGPS, GPS are used. now actually I want to listen from you guys because uh, आई थिंक इट इज ए वन साइडेड हो रहा है तो अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है। तो आप कुछ बताइए, कोई अगर बोलना चाहते हो तो थोड़ा लाइवली लगेगा, अच्छा लगेगा। अच्छा यसीर खान जी, कैन यू से दैट, कैन यू से समथिंग, कैन यू गिव सम एग्जांपल। हेलो, आर यू देयर यसीर खान जी, आर यू देयर? कोई नहीं है, बस ऑन कर दिए हैं मुझे लगता है। बस अटेंडेंस के लिए ऑन कर दें, वेरी गुड।
Hello, sir. Hello.
हाँ, आर यू देयर?
Yes, I am there, sir. But actually, unfortunately, sir, I was logged out for quite 30 minutes, sir, because the network was down. So I couldn't get anything, sir.
Okay, actually here in Bhubaneswar, Odisha also today it was a very heavy rain situation was there.
अच्छा, sir. यहाँ भी, sir. यहाँ भी, sir.
Very heavy rainfall
Sir,
was there.
that's
But
why, sir.
fortunately, we were able to get connected around at 5:30.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what I was asking Yasir ji, ki,
हाँ, sir.
in your work, how this locational service like GPS, DGPS, how it is useful, or have you, if you have ever experienced in doing this work?
Sir, it's going to be very useful, sir, for us because, as I said, sir, I am currently in agriculture department, sir.
Right.
So right now, sir, it's all over India program, sir. We're going for an scheme called AgriStack, sir.
Okay.
And
Okay.
in that, sir, GPS is going to be very important, sir, because we're going to fill to check the crop zone and even coordinate with the GPS, sir.
Okay.
Apart from that, sir, there are also in revenue department, sir, in our state, sir.
Mm-hmm.
They're also going for land resource department. They're going for, sir, GPS tagging of the fields, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be very important, sir, for us, sir.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Sir.
You have rightly told कि nowadays, see, as Yasir ji, he works for the agriculture department. Now, what is happening now? कि the precision agriculture, right? And sometimes if some disease spread over in a particular crop area, okay,
Yes, sir. Exactly, sir. Ha, sir.
so suppose we are having a knowledge of not only this surveying, but if you are having an knowledge of satellite remote sensing, right? To study the satellite image. So what we can do? Suppose you are from Tripura or I've forgotten actually.
Sir, Manipur, sir. Manipur.
Manipur, right? So
Yes, sir.
as suppose he is deployed in the like Imphal or somewhere else, right? Imphal है ना
Sir.
आपके वहाँ पे?
Ha, sir.
Suppose he has posted there in Imphal, right? But some crop related disease it spreads over in some very remote area, okay, for example. And Yashir ji, he is not able to move to the affected area, but if he's having an he's price in satellite image, then what he can do? Very simply, he can get a satellite image of, like, suppose 15 months back, or 15 days back, or also what he can do, we can get data from ISRO in some very urgent basis. In 1 or 2 days also, you won't be believe, ISRO can provide the satellite image, right?
Okay,
So,
sir. Ha.
so what you can do? You can study the image. You can study that which are the area which are which are mostly affected by the crop disease, right? Then
Sir.
accordingly you can make some plan, or you can address through government machinery or some different means to address those issues, right? So in this way it is useful. So yesterday, actually, I have dropped my mobile along with WhatsApp number, the same, okay, in the message one. You can you can give your number so that I'll be adding you in the group. I think you are not there in the group. I don't know,
Yes, sir. Yes.
or you are there. Anyone, anyone, those who have not added, please give your number. Okay, sorry, I've given my number. You can just pin a message to me so that I will be uh, adding to you. And because see, yesterday and the day before yesterday, our classes, and I have already shared those slides. Okay, so that will be useful for in not in now, but in uh, coming days also. It is going to be useful. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Good
Yeah.
evening, sir.
Yeah. Very good evening.
Uh, Sir, I have been listening to your class while I'm driving. That's why I can't reply to you. Uh,
Okay.
your lecture is very nice, sir, and the applications which you have told are very useful to us in the real uh, real time world. In our real time world, Ola, Uber, and Rapido,
Right. Right.
Zomato, these all are using these type of technologies right now. Sir, and I'm requesting you, sir, please share this PPT also.
Yeah, I every day I will be sharing. But whether Binerji you are being added there, you are in the group, no?
Yes, sir, I am there, sir.
Okay, okay. So anyone who is new for today class,
Sir,
then they can pin a message to me so that I'll be adding them. Okay, so
thank you,
that
sir. Thank you,
yeah, yeah. So that, and also Binerji, if in other time also, if you want to discuss something else,
sir.
then also you can call me. That is my number also, my contact number also. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
sir.
So now coming back to your
Sir,
this slide.
also the like the central government this scheme, the Swamitva scheme, which is geotagging the land records of the
Hmm,
farmers.
hmm, hmm, hmm.
Right now, it is also, I think, I mean, integrating the GPS technology into the like land record system of India. So I think it is also a use of
Yeah,
GPS which the central government is
yeah.
applying there.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I'm going to again. I'm going to give some value-added service. Whatever you have, Madhita Shukla, you have told, you are absolutely right, ma'am. Ki, like Somita project, and also different states, they are having different type of their own land revenue and land-based application.
Yes.
Here, what happens now? See, every plot level information is being collected, right?
Yes.
So whether that particular area or the plot, that is whether cadastral plot we say, or the
Cadastral, yes, sir.
yeah, or the revenue plots. So the aim behind your Swamitva and some other project like in Odisha, we call it Bhulek, right? So other state-based applications are also there. So what they do, whether that particular plot, who is the owner of that plot, right? Whether it is a government land or whether it is a private land. If it is a private land, then who is the tenants or who is the owner of that particular land? So that is a land-based information system. Yes, in that case, see, suppose जो जमीन का है ना, सपोज मान लीजिए दो भाई हैं और थोड़ा सा इधर उधर हो गया तो कितना मुश्किल
डिस्प्यूट
होगा,
रेजोल्यूशन में भी हेल्प कर रहा है
हाँ,
वो मतलब.
राइट. एंड इट इज वेरी हाई रेजोल्यूशन होता है उसमें आपका,
Yes.
और इट्स लाइक 1:4 स्केल में वो
Large scale maps. Huh?
लार्ज स्केल, राइट. सो दिस वे वी आर व्हाट वी आर डूइंग ना, हम सेटेलाइट इमेज के ऊपर हम उसको ये करते हैं, क्या बोलते हैं, ओवरलैप करते हैं, सुपर इम्पोज करते हैं, राइट, कैडस्ट्रल प्लॉट को. तो पता चलता है कि ये सपोज 11 नंबर प्लॉट्स बिलोंग्स टू रामो और मे बी 12 नंबर बिलोंग्स टू श्याम, राइट. सो अगर वो दोनों का मान लीजिए दिल्ली के आसपास है या फिर कोई मेट्रोपॉलिटन के आसपास का कोई इलाका है, आप सोचिए अगर कुछ 1 मीटर का भी हो जाएगा तो कितना बड़ा, मतलब क्या बोलते हैं, झगड़ा होगा, राइट. इतना
Yes.
लैंड का वैल्यू है, दैट्स व्हाई.
गाँव में तो वैसे भी बहुत ज्यादा झगड़े होते हैं.
तो इसीलिए दैट्स व्हाई now the exact or accurate information is always plays a vital role. And now we are having the data, we are having the technique like DGPS mostly. We are getting centimeter level of accuracy. Okay. Now coming back here, some of the importance modern day application like I can say the urban planning, right? In urban planning, uh, we have to have a very accurate spatial analysis, accurate application, and very optimal land use, right? In a urban area, the land scarcity is there, बहुत कम जगह है ना, उतने कम जगह में हमें बहुत सारा प्लानिंग करना होता है, राइट? So in that case, we have to have a very scientific and very accurate information should be with us, right? So then we can plan for infrastructure development, management, क्योंकि वो फिर कम जगह, देखिए अगर एक सिटी है, एक सिटी में आपको प्लान करना पड़ेगा एक सेटलमेंट के लिए, इंडस्ट्री के लिए आप प्लान करेंगे, कुछ ग्रीनरी के लिए भी करेंगे ना, नहीं तो आपको ऑक्सीजन कहाँ से मिलेगा, राइट? और ऐसे तो बहुत इंडस्ट्रियल पोल्यूशन, ये सब व्हीकल पोल्यूशन में बहुत एयर पोल्यूशन होता है। और मोस्ट बेसिकली इज दैट सस्टेनेबिलिटी, हम लोगों को सस्टेनेबिलिटी के ऊपर भी ध्यान रखना होता है। ओके, तो इसमें भी यूज होता है। देन obviously for environmental studies, right? In environmental study we are using integrated datum. Sometimes हम लोगों को अलग अलग का रिक्वायर्ड होता है, और बिकॉज हम लोग डिफरेंट लैंडफॉर्म को स्टडी करते हैं, नेचुरल रिसोर्स को कैसे मैनेज करना है वो भी हम लोग स्टडी करते हैं। देन हाउ टू मॉनिटर डिफरेंट चेंजेस इन इकोसिस्टम। फॉर एग्जांपल, सपोज in a very light example I can say, suppose in a metropolitan city, after suppose 15 to 20 kilometers, suppose some greenery forest area are there, so that always becomes a attractive points for the youth, right? Because what happened now, due to the overcrowded and very busy schedule in city life, what we do, whenever we are getting some time, we used to go to those places। वाटर बॉडी कुछ होना चाहिए, या फिर कुछ ग्रीनरी होता है, फॉरेस्ट होता है, तो हम लोग बहुत जाते हैं वहाँ पे, राइट? अच्छा लगता है, वी नीड टू हैव सम रिलैक्स ओवर देयर, बिकॉज वी आर बीइंग कनेक्टेड इन ए नेचर, राइट? तो उसी केस में उसको प्रिजर्व करना पड़ेगा ना भाई, नहीं तो उसको फिर अगर वो डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाएगा तो वो नहीं रहेगा। तो इन दैट केस वी नीड टू हैव सम प्लान, तो उसमें भी यूज होता है। और बट थिंग इज दैट हम सब व्हाट वी आर टॉकिंग कि हम ये कर देंगे, वो कर देंगे, बट वी कैन इंटीग्रेट ऑल द थिंग्स, बट इंश्योर करना पड़ेगा डाटा कंसिस्टेंसी, राइट? और उधर हम उसको क्या है ना, एक स्टैंडर्ड मेंटेन करना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो इट मे कॉज सम इशू। सपोज हमारे पास इतने सारा क्रोस नंबर ऑफ लाख्स नंबर ऑफ डेटा सेट्स है, बट अगर वो एक्यूरेट ही नहीं है तो इट्स ऑफ नो यूज। वो एक है। दूसरा क्या है, और टेक्नोलॉजी इट इज़ हैविंग इट्स ओन लिमिटेशन, राइट? मे बी टेक्नोलॉजिकल लिमिटेशन, इट मे बी सोसाइटी का लिमिटेशन। सो कुछ लिमिटेशन होता है, और दिस टेक्निकल दिस लिमिट दिस technology things sorry, sometimes it gets outdated, right? So see, nowadays when I talk about this outdated, nowadays you know that after the this innovation of like different tools like chat gpt and some other things are there, uh, आप बताइए मुझे, आप में से कितने लोग अभी ये कर रहे हैं, खुद एक मेल खुद लिख रहे हैं, या एप्लीकेशन कुछ लिखना है तो आप लिख रहे हैं? कोई भी नहीं लिख रहे होंगे, चैट जीपीटी में ही हम करते हैं ना, राइट?
No,
Yes.
sir, I'm writing, but the ChatGPT is also efficient.
तो यही होता है कि सपोज nowadays see, I can give my example. Whatever the slides that I prepare, I never do by myself. What I do, I have some AI tools. Okay, so thing is that I am having some prompt engineering behind this. I want to know, I want to show that these are my keywords. So after giving those keywords, it generates like 20, 50, 70 number of slides in a time span of like 2 or 3 minutes. After that, definitely yes, I cannot go with that. I have to देन गिव माई नॉलेज, माई एक्सपर्टाइज कि इसमें से कुछ वन मुझे इंटरेस्टेड है, और मुझे उससे और कुछ ऐड करना है, क्या करना है। सो मेरा कहना का मतलब ये है कि वी हैव टू बी अपडेटेड, वी हैव टू यूज दिस AI, ML एंड DL, वट एवर आर देयर, दे बिग टॉक, इन ए वेरी वाइजली, because yes, we say that there are some negative points of using those things also, but we should be very wise, we should be very precise, very conscious while using this. But because it gives us uh, it is saving our time, I can say. It's saving our time, and in a very precise manner we are getting different output, right? Okay, so that's why we have to be very careful in some limitation. Okay, then uh, now in your next segment, that is about the map projection. Okay, so anyone I have just already discussed कि what is a map projection. Nothing but it is a conversion of real world to a 2D वर्ल्ड. और एक पेपर में हम लोग जो हमारा धरती है ना, कुछ जगह है, उसको हम एक पेपर में ले आते हैं. तो जो प्रोसेस करके करते हैं, दैट इज नोन एज प्रोजेक्शन, राइट? तो we should have some ideas about what is scale, what is projection, and what are the classification, right? तो anyone जिनका ज्योग्राफी बैकग्राउंड नहीं है, वो प्लीज आंसर कि स्केल क्या होता है. जिनका ज्योग्राफी बैकग्राउंड है तो डेफिनेटली दे कैन आंसर, बट दोज हु आर नॉट हैविंग ज्योग्राफी बैकग्राउंड, कैन यू से व्हाट इज ए स्केल एक्चुअली? नो? अच्छा मोहित बताओ, क्या होता है स्केल, क्या होता है?
So scale is basically a measurement of the representation of the 3D Earth on a 2D surface.
But suppose
So
I'm
it is the
asking.
a unit area of land which is converted to be represented on a 2D map, and that is called, I mean, scale.
Yeah.
For example, okay, so what is the practical implication? How actually scale matters?
The scale matters in the in reference to the resolution of the maps that we generate on these projections.
Hmm. See, I'm giving two example. Suppose I have to map total India. Okay, I have to map total India, and I have to make a map in a one is to, okay, in a um, A4 size, right? In A4 size, I want to have a India map. Okay, that is one scenario. And second one is that I want to map a very small patch of mining area. Okay, so which is an example of smaller scale and which is an example of larger scale?
So the one
Mohit,
we'll be creating on the India level is the
mhm.
example of large scale map, and the one will be mapping.
No, are you sure?
So sorry, I remember.
Yeah.
Yes, the one on the India level will be a small scale
Mm,
map, and
yes.
yes, and the mine
Yes.
one
Yes.
will be large scale,
Yeah.
large area map.
Actually, what happened? Actually, what happens? Suppose we need to have a very accurate or very precise information if you are requiring. In that stage, we have to go through larger scale, right? As Mudita, she was referring about some cadastral map
Cadastral
and all.
maps.
Yeah.
Yes.
So these are the very best example of larger scale. But in the on the other hand, if we are interested for a very large area, say for example India or maybe some your state level mapping. So in that case, area will be much, but information will be very less. That is example of smaller scale. So in a composite manner, what we can conclude that scale is nothing but a representation of Earth area to a 2D area, 2D map, right? So what we are doing, we are giving some reflection, right? हम जो बोलते हैं ना 1:10,000, that means suppose 1 centimeter on a map, that is that represents suppose 10,000 centimeter on ground, like that. It may be represented in 1 mile, 1 centimeter, like that. Okay, आप लोग देख लेना ये, क्योंकि ये सारा चीजें हम इतना डिस्कस नहीं कर सकते क्लास में, बहुत टाइम लगेगा. ओके, सो now coming back here, so we are going to have some discussion about map projection and scale factor then some classification of map projection, then what are different properties of map projection, right? These things one by one we are going to have a discussion. So जैसे मैंने बोला कि भाई आपका ये उसका डेफिनेशन क्या होता है, बहुत सारा नोटबुक बुक बेस्ड तो होता है, बट प्रैक्टिकली जैसे मैंने कहा कि नथिंग बट वी आर ट्रांसलेटिंग और ट्रांसफॉर्मिंग द 3D dimensional art to a 2D dimensional representation. That is a map projection. So sorry, yeah, that is a map projection. So what is happening? This map projection actually it provides or it enables us accurate information, and again we are educating through the different geography of different region, and also different type of spatial analysis is quietly possible. Okay. If you talk about historically how it was developed, we can say that in ancient time also, we can say that they were not developed in cartographically to the extent that right now we are, but they were using in a very wisely also. They were using different type of uh, geography kind of thing, not map projection, but geography. They were using the knowledge of geography for their day-to-day work and some other means of communication in long back in different ancient century also, right? So uh, you know, different type of traditional methods were there, like cylindrical, conic, planar. अगर आप लोग जो जिनका ज्योग्राफी बैकग्राउंड है उनको पता होगा कि वो डिफरेंट पोजीशन में बनाते थे, ये सब जो ये सब हुआ है होता है, तो उसमें कुछ कुछ प्रोजेक्शन का देयर हैविंग इट्स ओन एडवांटेज, कुछ का कुछ एरिया में डिस्टोर्शन होता है। जैसे मान लीजिए एक projection which is useful for the equatorial region, but that is not going to be useful in a polar region. So because distortion होगा वहाँ पे, तो ऐसे अलग अलग region के लिए we need to have a different type of projection. But nowadays we are having a different digital technology which creates different type of projection, and they are because see they are actually developed with geospatial application, and JS always plays a vital role. And these projections are always useful in different applications, like for example environmental study, urban planning, rural management, health related studies, and so many. Whatever you are going to say, we can relate it that it is having a JS kind of application. Okay. Now, talking about your scale factor or scale, how it is useful. Scale factor always it indicates how a distance on a map that is represent in the real world. You always we know it. Then, actually, this scale factor, na scale always it has an influence or has some effect on your position type, the location, map purpose, for what which purpose it is used. एज हम लोग अभी डिस्कस किए थे ना कि अगर लार्ज स्केल है, स्मॉल स्केल है या फिर मीडियम स्केल है, तो उसके हिसाब से वी नीड टू चूज ए पर्टिकुलर स्केल, राइट? देन कैलकुलेशन ऑफ स्केल फैक्टर, इसको छोड़ दीजिए, ये आप मतलब आप कर लीजिए, इसको कितना डिस्कस करिए, छोड़िए। मैप प्रोजेक्शन में आप डिफरेंट एप्लीकेशन डिफरेंट टाइप्स है, लाइक एजीमुथल प्रोजेक्शन है, कोनिकल है, सिलिंड्रिकल है, आप देख लेना इसमें, है ना, कि इसका क्या होता है। बट हर किसी का अलग अलग यूजफुल होता है, और कुछ मतलब जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल आपका जो कोनिकल प्रोजेक्शन है वो अच्छा यूज होता है, आपका मिड लेटीट्यूड रीजन में अच्छा यूज होता है। बट नाउअडेज ऐसा सॉफ्टवेयर है कि कौन सा रीजन में कौन सा अच्छा यूजफुल होगा वो ऑटोमेटिकली वो ले लेगा। दैट टाइप ऑफ application are also developed right now. Okay. Then some criteria are there actually for the classification, like based on the surface, whether it is a flat surface, or maybe sometime based on the terrain or the elevation. It is we have to choose the uh, type of map position, right? And you know that so many properties are there of a position, like it is a it always preserve area, shape, distance, direction, because these are very critical in studying the suitability of an application or any region, whether it is useful. Suppose one position, it may be useful for Russia, but that may not be useful for some other countries like your Afghan or Pakistan or India, like that. Okay, so in that way we have to be very careful while doing this, because see in map precision what happened ना कि distortion means inaccuracy, like कुछ inaccuracy आ जाता है in terms of इसका shape में, कुछ area में, distance में, direction में. So ये बहुत ही इसका जो है ना knowledge होना बहुत ज़रूरी होता है, और distortion has to be reduced to the optimum level. इसको जितना ज़्यादा हो सके हम उसको distortion को कम करने के लिए हम we always try our best to minimize the distortion effect. Okay, then so many applications are there where we can have this we can have the mitigation, we can उसको reduce कर सकते हैं, उसको minimize कर सकते हैं, so that it ensure maps, and also it plays a very vital role. Because in GIS now, what is the beauty of GIS? We are getting the information about Earth surface features, and we are having different type of tools that always helpful to have a visualization, to have a retrievable data set, to have some decision making power. It always help us in GIS. Okay, then yes, in terms of area, shape, preservation, and in terms of consistency of scale, actually we can have a comparison of different positions. Okay, uh, and the in the last part of our session, we can say that what is the future trends, actually what is the future, how it is going to be evolve. अभी जैसे क्या है, अभी मान लीजिए 10 साल पहले क्या होता है ना, बहुत अलग अलग सॉफ्टवेयर बहुत कम था, ए आई एम एल ए सब नहीं था, बट अभी क्या है, अभी हम 3D बेस में करते हैं, राइट, वर्चुअल रियलिटी में काम करते हैं. तो और एक लैंडस्केप है, मान लीजिए एक फ्लड प्रोन एरिया है, तो फ्लड आता है ना, तो उसको हम 3D में विजुअलाइज करते हैं कि भाई ये कहाँ से आ रहा है पानी, जो कितना एरिया को डुबा सकता है, सबमर्ज हो सकता है. वो टेक्निकल एडवांसमेंट में वो यूजफुल होता है. जैसे स्टेट लाइक उड़ीसा, हम लोग क्या है, जैसे साइक्लोन होता है ना, तो हम पता चलता है कि भाई यहाँ पे लैंडफॉल होने वाला है, सो दैट कितने वहाँ पे लोगों हैं, या फिर जो अगर पॉपुलेशन है, वो पॉपुलेशन में से लाइक आपका ओल्ड एज पर्सन कितने हैं, आपका लेडीज कितने हैं, या फिर इन्फेंट जो है ना 5 साल से नीचे के बच्चे कितने हैं, या फिर कुछ लाइक डिजीज प्रोन लोग कितने हैं, डिजेबल कैसे लोग हैं. तो वो सारा इन्फॉर्मेशन अगर हो जाता है ना, तो उनको लोगों को एक जगह पे वहाँ जगह पे स्थानांतरण, और जो हम उसको माइग्रेशन करते हैं ना, एक जगह पे हटाते हैं, इवैक्यूएशन करते हैं, तो वहाँ पे वो यूजफुल होता है, राइट. तो एक एग्जांपल मैं दे रहा हूँ, इसमें वी आर हैविंग सो मेनी अदर एग्जांपल, and nowadays the accuracy is going to very high right now, I can say. And like in while using DGPS, we can achieve centimeter of resolution, centimeter of accuracy in a very easy manner, right. And nowadays, there is very possibility of customization of or integration of different technology, like we can integrate agriculture inputs, demographic input, environmental inputs, or kind of IoT, like Internet of Things, locational service. Different things can be integrated in a single platform, right. So this is all about today actually. So tomorrow again we will be having our classes like at 5, if there will be no rain, no disturbance. Okay. So thank you very much. I'm just sharing your all these slides right now only, and in meantime, yeah, if you people want to have some discussion with me, please go ahead. Please call me, or you can now also you can ask anything. Okay.
So I have a query regarding. So what is the projection that we get in QGIS after the print layout? Like, what is
See,
it?
yeah, actually, QGIS, it supports so many position, but I think mostly it is GCS, right? GCS, but
GCS. Okay.
but Mohit, you can do one thing. See, nowadays, no doubt, QGIS is an open source software, but thing is that it is capable of doing so many things, right? But nowadays, if you want to engage in a company, na, in a good company, then company they are mostly using ISRI based software like RGS and all. So you have to be you have to have your knowledge not only in QGIS but in RGS, and also try to get some knowledge on RGS Pro. RGS Pro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What I am getting here from PVSA Naidu ji, you are showing something, right?
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, very good evening, Naidu ji.
Yes,
Boliye.
sir. Today only I have joined, sir, because I am out of state for day before
No
yesterday.
issue,
Yesterday.
no issue, no
Okay,
issue.
okay, sir. Thank you very much. Your lesson is very good, sir. Very interesting. I will respond tomorrow, sir, because today is the first day, sir.
No issue, sir. You can
Actually,
you can
yes,
do
sir.
one thing. I have
Yes, sir.
shared my number. You
Yes, sir.
please,
I will call you, sir.
yeah,
Okay,
you
sir.
can call
Yes,
me,
sir.
or you can send a message so that I will be
Excellent,
adding
sir.
you
Okay,
in the
sir.
WhatsApp
Okay,
group,
sir.
right?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Anyone else want to have something? Else will be closing.
Sir, would you
Ah,
suggest that, like, if I want to be a professional, then should I invest in ArcGIS right now, or should learn from YouTube or some certification earlier?
no, no, in earlier you can go for some YouTube video. I will also provide you some good videos, because see, based on
Okay,
my
sir.
experience, I have collected so many your videos which are useful. And another thing, just invest 1 or 2 months in RGS, then try to work on RGS Pro. That is an advanced version of RGS right now. Okay, because now what is happening now, most of the company they are shifting towards RGS Pro. And if you are having expertise in RGS Pro, then also they are going to uh, like recruit you, right? So try to and R Pro is not freely available. Try to
Sir,
get
I understand.
some sources
Mm.
if it is possible. Then I think that would be helpful. In RGS I can help you, but in RGS Pro you have to think about something if it is available, right? बट पहले
Yes,
स्टार्ट
sir.
करो, पहले आरजीएस से स्टार्ट करो। क्यूजीएस तो क्यूजीएस भी करना ठीक है, बट आरजीएस में करो, क्योंकि आरजीएस ही बहुत पॉपुलर है। और हाँ, और एक चीज़ है, नॉट ओनली जीएस, try to learn some other image processing software like ADAS or NV, because those software are basically based on the image processing. So that is also essential. Okay, you can
Okay, sir. Understood.
you can reach me. I will guide you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. चलो ठीक है। थैंक यू एवरीवन फॉर योर
Thank you, sir.
टुडेज प्रेजेंस। ओके, चलिए, गुड नाइट।
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good night.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Okay.
ଗୋଟେ ପିଲା ଅଛି ଏକାଗ୍ର ନା କ'ଣ? ଆରେ ଜଣେ କ'ଣ କରୁଛି ମୁଁ ଥାଇକି? ହ୍ୟାଲୋ, ଏକାଗ୍ର ଆରୁ ଦେ ସେଇଟା ତାର ଭୁଲରେ ରହିଯାଇଛି ମୋ ସେ